I have just watched an amazing ALLATRA TV video about climate change. For years, I have had all types of things whirling around in my head about climate change. Is it for real? I have previously researched global warming. It is a theory that suggests that human activity is causing the Earth to warm. The theory assumes that greenhouse gases have been trapped, causing our climate changes on the planet. So-called computer models are claiming that industry and vehicle emissions are causing the problem. But is it true? Why, on the one side of the world, there's enormous heat changes, and on the other side of the world, it's getting colder and colder, and the levels of snow are getting deeper and deeper? After watching the ALLATRA TV called Climate Changes, the beginning of a big disaster, I realized we are in an irreversible cycle. I also realized that Noah's Ark was for real. This cycle has occurred before. But we can totally minimize the effect if we act today. As I watched the video, I asked myself, when will what happen? Great disasters are coming, as the esteemed Igor Mikhailovich Danilov tells us. The climate will change to such an extent that it will first affect our economy. It will affect our everyday lives. People will be forced to resettle. Does that ring a bell? There will be massive migrations, and not necessarily peaceful. Then we'll come to a situation where we won't be able to resolve it anymore. I didn't know that the ocean currents are actually moving faster. Did you? Did you know that the Earth's magnetic north is moving faster every day than ever before in the history of the planet? Why is water disappearing out of the oceans even though the glaciers are melting? Where is it going? Irreversible processes are already taking place on the planet. The world press is full of messages and official statements on global climate change, like climate chaos. Why are they blaming humanity? What are they hiding? Everyone can see that the climate is changing. There is a solution. There is a way out for all of us. There are ALLATRA groups around the world working together. We will see this challenge through together. I strongly suggest we all work on the solution together. There is a solution if we all join with others around the world. Start by watching the video Climate Changes, the beginning of a big disaster.
It's interesting how the situation is changing, isn't it?
Yes.
While we said that a little time would pass, that today would pass, tomorrow would come, and you would see it all. Tomorrow has come, and people have seen this.
Well, it's just that if before we address these issues to people, for them to look around and see what's going on,
Surely.
now they are already looking for this themselves. What is happening? Why is they changing so?
What will happen?
Now they're already looking for solutions.
And thank God that our work, say, has not been in vain. We created precedents.
Yes.
We addressed a lot of scientists. Many were afraid to talk about. the truth. Now you see how everyone started talking about this, and they already speak openly without being afraid for their reputation. And do you remember that just recently, when we addressed them, they said, "What are you talking about? What will they think of me? How can I say that?" And yet, what do we observe today? They again keep saying that all these climate changes are the consequences of the anthropogenic factor, that people are to blame. And what do they suggest? To fight.
Yes.
Yes, to fight. That's the key point.
And so I wonder, how are they going to fight? To cover the glaciers with blankets? Or what?
Well, now we know that in New York they basically offer to build walls against hurricanes.
Well, they want to build walls
In the next 25
to
years,
save
yes.
New York, yes. But somehow they have planned for such a long term, for 25 years.
Yes.
Surely, to build in next 25 years.
Maybe the idea is not bad, but
Who will build these walls in 25 years and who will need them in New York? It's a simple question. Everything is changing and happening so interestingly. Time passes very fast, and catastrophic changes always come much faster than people would like to. Well, I will return to the topic of we have to fight with these climate changes. We must stop them. It's impossible. We can adapt and make some changes. We can save humanity, but it is already unrealistic to stop all the changes that have already occurred, yet they entail a number of other changes. Again, there is no doubt that people have greatly affected the ecology. Humanity has not affected the climate. It is a cyclical process, and many scientists know about this. Thank God, many people are already talking and talking openly, and this topic is being discussed. And you see, the leader of the United States totally rejects. And why does he reject the anthropogenic factor? Because he knows it's far from being the case. And why do they have to suffer colossal economic losses? Because someone has thought up that this is an anthropogenic factor. We know that there have been serious studies and no one has provided any evidence that,
The courts.
yes, that all this is due to the fact that a person has interfered. And now we can already talk about this openly, and soon everyone will talk about this openly, and everyone will talk about the fact that we cannot change anything and we have to do something. But a simple question, what should we do?